The Wii, the revolutionary console that changed the entire gaming industry with its motion controls. And even though some games do focus on the gimmicks of the system, a lot of the games are actually really good. The Wii has an awesome library of games, some of which are my favorite games of all time. I'm Sir Calco, and today I'm counting down my top 10 best Wii games. Number 10. Wii Sports is an awesome game. It allows you to play 5 different sports with the different motion controls that allows it to be an awesome experience. However, it's not number 10 on this list. This spot actually belongs to its sequel, Wii Sports Resort. This game has a humongous amount of different games you can play, ranging from archery to sword fighting and a whole lot more. They even brought back most of the sports that were in the original game and gave them twists. For example, now you can do 100-pin bowling. Bowling pins. Gotta knock 'em all. For the most part, my brother and I mainly just played sword fighting, and even that on its own was a ton of fun. But knowing that there are almost 20 more games besides sword fighting, it's just a really awesome package. Wii Sports Resort is a great game because it has something for everyone, and that's why it's number 10 on this list. Number 9. Wii Sports. It's hard to believe that Wii Sports is actually the best-selling game of all time. But it makes sense. Its simple controls, plus the fact that it was bundled in with the Wii, can make for a lot of money in sales. And another reason why it's a really good selling game is because it's actually a ton of fun. You can play 5 different sports: bowling, baseball, tennis, golf, and bowling, all of which have simple controls and are really a blast to play. Like Wii Sports Resort, there was a game on Wii Sport that my brother and I played a lot more than the others, and that was bowling, and that was always tons of fun to play. And now just think about how there are 5 more great ones to play. It's just awesome. If you somehow don't own this game, you really should go get it right now. It's just awesome, being able to play 5 different sports, all of them being really good. Make sure you pick this game up. Although I do want to point out that the Miis don't have arms. I find that really disturbing. Number 8. Mario Super Sluggers! Mario is a very talented man. He can jump really high, he's saved the princess more times than people can count, he's a doctor, he can drive cars, and he can play tons of different sports. And apparently one of these many sports is baseball. Mario Super Sluggers is a baseball game starring Mario and co. Alongside the regular rules of baseball, there is, of course, a touch of Mario into it. For example, if you fill a special gauge, then you can use special abilities. For example, if Mario fills his gauge whenever he's pitching, he can throw a really fast and dangerous fireball at the player. Which, now that you think of it, is very, very, very dangerous. Mario really should go to jail for that. Then maybe Waluigi can finally get his own game. Another special thing about the game are the different courts you can play on. While the Mario Stadium is just your everyday average baseball field, the other courts have different things about them. For example, in Peach's Castle, if you run into freezing enemies that are around the court, your outfielder will be frozen and they can't move to get the ball. Which, when you think about it, can be very dangerous as well. Just imagine you're at your favorite team's baseball game, and the outfielder gets squished flat by a giant barrel! For crying out loud, whose idea was it to add dangerous things in a baseball game? Yeesh. Number 7. As I said before, Mario is a man of many talents, since he can play many different sports. And according to Mario Sports Mix, there are 4 other sports you can play: basketball, dodgeball, volleyball, and hockey. Man, he must have some college application. Mario Sports Mix allows you to play all 4 of those sports, along with the special gimmicks of special abilities and different varieties of courses. Also, Final Fantasy characters are in it for some reason. I don't know, just go with it. My brother and I spend most of our time on Dodgeball, but knowing the fact that there are many different other modes to play on Dodgeball, plus 3 different other sports, each with their own modes, is just awesome. I'm not going to say much more about the game because it really deserves its own video, but still, it's definitely a great game. You need to make sure you pick this one up. Also, Waluigi's special ability is overpowered. I'm just saying. Number 6. This is the first game on the list that's not a sports game. So that's something. Mario Party 8 is the 8th game in the Mario Party series, which is basically a board game that Mario and Co. can play on. Which of course has very dangerous mini-games. Seriously, Mario, do you have to make everything dangerous? The main thing about Mario Party 8, of course, are the mini-games. There are a ton of games centered around the motion controls, and even though they are kind of gimmicky, they're all actually a lot of fun to play. Besides the regular mode, this game has about 3 different other modes, plus the fact that you can play minigames by themselves, plus the fact that there are tons of collectibles to get. You just have to get it. It'll be worth your buck. Again, this one really deserves its own video in the future, but for now, all I'm going to say, get it. It's great. Also, whose idea was it to add the cars in?
I will annihilate them.
Number 5.
Sapper Malio Gulixai.
Ta! Super Mario Galaxy 2 is the critically acclaimed sequel to Super Mario Galaxy, and just like the first, it's good, if not even better. This game continues the awesomeness of the 3D platforming that was in the original, but adds on and makes it better with new power-ups, new enemies, new bosses, and all around more fun. I know there are going to be some people who are probably angry that this isn't my favorite game on the Wii since it's really good, but just keep in mind that this is my list and there are actually 4 other games that I like more. So yeah, on to the next one. Oh, come in.
Hey, why is Super Mario Galaxy 2 not your favorite game?
What?
Hey,
Number 4. Super Smash Bros. Is probably the most beautiful thing that has come out from Nintendo. It basically takes all their different franchises, including Mario, Kirby, Pokemon, Legend of Zelda, Kid Icarus, Star Fox, and much more, and makes them all collide into one epic brawling game. So it's no surprise that Super Smash Bros. Brawl is on this list. This game improves on everything from Melee, new characters, new stages, and new modes. Even though I still like Smash 4 better than this game, there are several things Brawl does better than Super Smash Bros. 4. For example, in Brawl's tourney mode, you can actually do a real tournament at home with your friends, unlike the really stinky and poopy one for online on the new one. There's also a story mode, but it's just kind of weird. This game is just plain awesome. Make sure you get it if you've never played a Smash Bros. Game before. You won't regret it. Please, Sakurai, please bring back the Ice Climbers for Super Smash Bros. For the NX. I'm begging you! Number 3. Kirby games are simple and easy platformers for littler kids. So why is one on this list? Well, it's because it's actually legitimately fun. Kirbys Return to Dreamland brings Kirby back to consoles, and even allows for 4 players, as people can choose from Kirby, Waddle Dee, King Dedede, Meta Knight, and different colored Kirbys. The gimmick of the game are the overpowered items, and it's really cool all the different ways you can use them. Everything about the game is great. The levels, the items, and the bosses are actually really fun to fight. Except you, Wispy Woods. You're still really bad. Even once you beat the game, you can unlock the extra mode, which only gives you half HP and the bosses are a ton harder. And that's not even all. Kirby is known for having additional sub-games in it, and these games don't disappoint. Whether you're battling friends by trying to get a target, or you're trying to shoot down a robot together, you'll have a ton of fun playing these. When you bundle all these things into one game, it makes for a really fun experience that really everyone will enjoy. You've got the regular game for the players who just want to have fun playing it, and you've got the hard mode for the hardcore gamers. Actually, you can't really get hardcore with Kirby, but whatever. As a matter of fact, Kirby's Return to Dreamland is actually available on the Wii U eShop right now for only $20. Just get it. You will not regret it. Number 2.
But Calco, where's Mario Kart on this list?
It's right here! Mario Kart Wii holds a special place in my heart, and that's because it was the first video game I ever played. Actually, that's not true. According to my dad, the first game I ever played was Animal Crossing Wild World for the Wii, which I don't even remember playing. So, yeah. Now back to Mario Kart. Mario Kart Wii has a ton of things that Mario Kart 8 and 7 don't have. For example, it's got tons of unique characters that are all really awesome to play as. There are many different tracks you can race on too, like a mushroom gorge, a farm with cows in it, a volcano, and of course the infamous Rainbow Road. Seriously though, who in the Mushroom Kingdom had the idea that they should turn a volcano into a racetrack? They should really be arrested. Oh my goodness. And of course, there are the things that the Mario Kart series is known for, which are the items. Returning power-ups are in this game, as well as 3 new ones, even though only 2 of them are really that good. The battle mode in this game is also a lot better than the newer games, because there are actually designated tracks where you can battle on. Balloon battle, where you battle with items, or coin battles when you collect coins. It's all a ton of fun. Mario Kart Wii is an awesome entry in the series, so at this point I think it's pretty obvious why Mario Kart Wii is the second best Wii game of all time.
I hate you, Thundercloud! You're not good at all! Stop smiling at me!
Before we get to number 1, I have an honorable mention, and that would be LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. Although it's not really complete now that Episode 7's out. This is a really fun game that fuses the action of Star Wars to the puzzles of LEGO, but I just didn't think it would deserve to be on the list because the other games were better, and plus, I probably never mentioned this, but I really don't like puzzles. Alright, now that that's out of the way, it's time for the one you've been waiting for. Number 1! New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Oh man, where do I even start with this game? It's just so awesome. This game is the first Mario Bros. Game to allow up to 4 players, and you can play as Mario, Luigi, Yellow Toad, and Blue Toad. I remember my dad, my brother, and I had a lot of fun playing together on this game. The game is just plain amazing. There are tons of cool power-ups that you can use, like the propeller mushroom, which is still my favorite power-up to this time, and the penguin suit, the ice flower, and much more. And the courses are all very unique. Even though some of them are a little bit gimmicky, they're still really awesome and fun to play on. The bosses were also really great too. This marked Van Koopling's first appearance as a boss in Super Mario World, so it was a ton of fun to fight them. Even though they're not as good now since they've been in like eventually probably 3 games since this game. This was the first time in a long time, and it was just fun to play. And for those of you wondering which character I like to play as, Blue Toad for life! This game is just awesome. 4 players, a ton of worlds to explore, unique levels, awesome power-ups, fun bosses. If you add that to the fact that this was among the first games I ever played, it's just overall an amazing game. And that's why it's my favorite Wii game of all time. Hey yo people, thank you for watching the video. If you liked what you saw, be sure to leave a like and subscribe so you get notified whenever I come out with a new video. And if you like video games and you like Mario, because there are several of those games on this list, then click the annotation on screen or go into the description to check out my top 5 best Mario Kart items. Yeah, I think I'll have a lot of fun watching that. Be sure to comment what game reviews and top 10s you want me to do in the future, and I'll probably do them. For those of you wondering where my game reviews are, the next video is actually going to be a game review on New Super Mario Bros. And along with that, I'm going to have a video about hacks and fan games on a certain series, though it's probably not going to be the one you think. So look for that as well. Alright, that's all for now. See you next time! Mario, you're under arrest for making everything dangerous. What? Okay, I just have one request. Can we throw bombs at each other at the trial? You really don't get the point of this, do you?